Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you all today. Welcome to my I Love Learning podcast, where I explore leadership, learning science, workplace learning, and personal transformation. If you don't know me, I'm Dr. Gina Anderson. I'm a learning scientist, and I'm the CEO of Luma Brighter Learning, and I'm a passionate believer that learning in small actions can spark extraordinary change. If you'd like to learn more about my work in learning science and workplace learning, please visit Luma Brighter Learning. This season is all about the power of small, where we explore how tiny habits and small mindset shifts in learning can transform us every single day. If you believe growth and leadership development doesn't have to be overwhelming, that real change often begins with one small step, then this podcast is for you. And I am so honored today. On my podcast this week, I am joined by Jarrod Alsobrooks. His career is a powerful example of consistency, discipline, and purpose in action. With more than 26 years in the tank truck industry and over 3 million accident free miles, he has built a reputation grounded in safety, accountability, and professionalism. But his story to me is more than just miles logged on the road. Jarrod's journey is a reminder that true leadership is not always loud. It's built through consistency, responsibility, and showing up every single day with purpose. And he has earned so many awards. And I just left a championship where he was a champion finalist in the 2026 National Tank Truck Institute finals. And that represents the very best of the trucking industry that keeps our industry moving forward. So I am so excited today to talk to Jarrod about what he's passionate about. So Jarrod, thank you so much for joining me today. I am so honored to be in the presence of such a professional driver. Thank you so much for all you do every single day. I was hoping I'd see you in Mount Pleasant, but you said you're up in the Nashville area, so maybe someday. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everybody what you're passionate about?
Good afternoon, Dr. Gina and listeners. I'm Jarrod Alsobrooks. I'm a 54-year-old father of three. I've been married for 25 years. I'm a professional tank truck driver. I have approximately 27 years as a tank truck driver,
Wow. Mm.
with 31 years total of commercial driving. I have approximately 3 million career driving miles, accident free.
Wow.
Um, I drive a gas tanker truck. I deliver gasoline and diesel products to local stores in my area and state. I just really take pride in doing my job safely and efficiently. Um, it drives me to do my job also with integrity,
Ooh.
accomplishing the task at hand, and trying not to look too far ahead, just taking it one moment at a time. Yeah.
Wow, that is so powerful. That's my season, Jarrod. This year is all about the power of small because I believe small things in our lives can make a big impact. Can you think of has there been maybe a small but mighty moment in your journey that changed everything for you that made you think this way?
Sure, absolutely. One small but mighty moment in my journey that changed everything for me was being chosen and recognized by my management as a safe and professional driver, nationally
Mm.
recognized on several platforms and events involving commercial driving. It means a lot when someone notices your hard work and effort. Um, it takes a lot of years to get there, and I'm truly grateful to have the opportunity to teach and train to the younger generation as well.
I love that. You know what? It's one of the reasons why I love Luma Brighter Learning because I am so appreciative, Jarrod, for what you represent and what you do every day. And you are a winner. That's why I give you the winner sticker because you represent a professional driver for the industry to look up to for future generations. And you were telling me before the call how you stay focused for what's right in front of you. I mean, it's
Yeah.
so important. Do you have any daily habits or small moments that help you stay happy and curious and helping you learn and grow every single day?
Sure. I learned to balance my home life and my work life. I take
Mm,
time to relax. I enjoy reading,
mm,
self help, self improvement books, listening to podcasts,
mm.
stories of success and achievement, and also taking time, like I said, to relax is very important. Spending time with my family, with my
Mhm.
friends. Um, I exercise and lift weights
Wow.
regularly. I
How do
eat
you do
healthy.
that? Jarrod, how do you do that with a truck? What do you do? How do you stay
well,
healthy?
I mean, I once I'm off work, I come home and
Yeah,
I take care of that stuff.
got it.
Uh,
Okay.
and get plenty of rest too. You definitely got to
Mm,
have proper rest to do what I do. So yeah, I make
mhm.
sure I get plenty of rest at night.
Yeah, I was reading a research study. I study brains. I'm kind of geeky about it. I was reading this research study, a very recent study that shows if you don't get enough sleep, they studied people who didn't sleep for 18 hours.
Right.
And it's actually your brain, the chemicals that actually happen are equivalent to actually being drunk. It's almost the same thing.
Yes.
It's the same chemical reaction that's happening in your brain. You're like, well, I'm not drinking, but it's like, well, you need your rest. That's so important when you're driving. I talk about this a lot. It's like, how many times, like, if I've been driving and I get somewhere and I don't even remember how I got there, it's like, I'm not
Sure.
even like focused and you have a tank. I mean, it's like, oh my goodness, like, I'm
Yeah.
so appreciative. Alyssa says, congratulations. I love
Uh,
that. Yeah, we're all so happy for you. I love that. Has there been a time in your life where you learned something maybe small or big that impacted how you approach life in your thinking?
sure. So I was always taught as a young boy the value of hard work, and physical work as well.
Mm,
Responsibility and work ethic. Working with my grandfather and my brother on a farm from a young age, I learned to do a job correctly and
mm,
completely. Um it's about honoring and respecting. It was about honoring and respecting my parents and my elders, but being obedient and following instructions. Um,
yeah, so important.
After high school, I enlisted in the Marine Corps, and
Mm,
the values and discipline that I learned there are lifelong. I
mm.
wouldn't be who I am today without it. I learned that hard times and tough events forge character, and
I do.
yeah,
That's
so
so true. I love that.
yeah. So um, sometimes you just have to learn that when you're in a hard place, you just have to learn to enjoy it, because
Mm.
it'll pass, but sometimes you just got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable sometimes.
Oh, I love
Right.
that. That's
Right.
the theme of this podcast. Be uncomfortable. Well, be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Look at there's Bruce
Yes.
Jones. He showed up. I love
Yeah.
that.
That's my
Drivers
buddy
support.
Bruce right there.
Yes, drivers
My
supporting. He's the grand champion, isn't he?
yeah, he
Yep.
is the grand champion.
Yeah. Thank you, Bruce, for joining us and showing up for Jarrod. You're amazing. He's so great. He's so
Hey, and
great.
he's also
Mm.
a brother Marine too, so we share that too. Yeah,
Wow.
we
I
both
love
served in the
that.
Marine Corps, so yeah,
Aw, thank you for your service, both of your service. It's
thank
so
you.
you what you do, I mean, from that standpoint and also for drivers, you serve. You're a
Yeah,
server. I mean, oh my gosh, I mean, I'm so grateful for what you all do. It's so hard, everything. And like you said, be comfortable with the uncomfortable. So
yeah,
with that, what would you tell? Like, I started this podcast because I had drivers, Jarrod, reaching out to me and Bruce. I started it, and Bruce was on my podcast before, like, because
hmm,
drivers were saying they were lonely and depressed. And we're talking about like over the road, a lot of over the road where they're gone, and they're like, well, I like to
yeah,
be alone. I like to be out. But at the end of the day, it's like them and their minds. And what piece of advice would you have for someone who's struggling, whether they're a driver or just someone listening to us today? What would you
Uh,
suggest to help them get to the next step?
well, I jotted down a few things, and I hope that it's on point. But um, I was always told, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. And
Mm,
so, if you do what you've always done, you will get what you've always gotten. So,
mm,
with that, most of the time, our minds will keep us in our comfort zones, but we all are capable of achieving abundantly more than we ever imagined. Uh,
mm.
I learned to say yes. Learn to say yes to an opportunity that you might normally say no to, and see what happens. Um, just remember this: that just keep moving, move like everything is going to work out, because it will work out.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I really can appreciate that. You've never been on a podcast and you said yes to me.
Yeah.
You never
Yeah.
know what's gonna happen. Look at what's Bruce say. Oh,
Yeah.
he said, same here, Devil Dog. He said, now you guys have
Yeah.
nicknames for each other.
Well,
I love
see,
that. What's that?
I wanted to say also to Bruce that there's not a more deserving champion than Bruce Jones. He deserved that honor. I mean, to stand on the stage with the other seven of those finalists was an
Hmm.
achievement and something that I will never forget. I mean,
Hmm.
it was an honor, and everybody there is champions for sure.
I
It's
agree.
it's
I
incredible.
agree. Look at that. He's manifesting you. He's manifesting Bruce. Bruce is manifesting. Let's do that. He's
Hey.
the next grand champion. Well, someone has to take the seat. You can pass the jacket, Bruce. You can pass
Yeah.
it on. That's great. So I love that. I think what you said is so beautiful. Like take a chance, don't say
Yeah.
you can't. Really step ahead and say you can because what other choice do you have, and
Yeah.
I love that. You're such a beautiful role model for not only current drivers but future drivers or future even workers. Anybody in the workplace can benefit from that. Last week on my podcast, I had Brad Hackett. He actually is in safety at Jet Trucking, and he wanted to ask you this question. He was really interested. So, Brad, if you're listening, here is Jarrod's response. He wanted to know what is something in the last couple years that you changed your mind about.
So I kept it kind of brief on this, but um, sometimes our work can be in the forefront, and sometimes we let our family time slide a little bit. But
Mm,
when I read that question, I thought, uh, I've probably learned to slow down a little bit and enjoy life, and just take it
mm.
one moment at a time, and take time from the schedule to relax and just enjoy your family time.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
the season, the power of small. Take the time to enjoy. I did my TEDx talk on this because the power of presence. How many times, Jarrod, have you been talking to someone and your mind is a mile away, right? It's like
Yes.
not there in the moment, even with the people you love the most. And we don't know how much time left we have on this planet. So it is important to take that time with each other. It's
Yes.
so important. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love that. Next
Yes.
week on my show, we have Chris Teeter. He is the safety director and director of safety and HR at Andrus Transportation. And one of the reasons I wanted him on my podcast is he's also a firefighter, which
Oh,
I think is
wow.
super interesting. So what should we ask him? What do you think should be our question for Chris next week? I know you came up with something really good for him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So for Chris, I my question is, what piece of advice would you like to pass on to the younger generation?
Oh, that's a good one. Let's see what Bruce says. Is he going to answer? Oh, he appreciates you. I like that. Bruce, we appreciate you too. Are you guys going to
uh,
Tank Week? Are you guys going to be at Tank Week this year in September? Or am I going to see you both there? Bruce, are you going? Are you going, Jarrod? Are you going to be at Tank Week?
I'm not sure yet. I'll have to check the schedule.
All right. Well, Bruce
Yeah,
is going, so we'll see
yeah,
Bruce. Bruce is gonna go. Well, we'll ask Archie. We'll ask everyone at SWTO and see if you can go to Tank Week with us so we
sure.
can hang out. I love that. Community is so important. If you're feeling down, just get out, right? Get out and be together. Find a person that you can tell them you're grateful for
Yeah.
them. It matters. It matters so much. Jarrod, tell us if people want to get in touch with you, if they want to connect with you and learn from you and learn about your professionalism as a truck driver or anything, where can they reach out to you, do you think? Where can they find you? Mm.
Okay. So I'm on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Oh,
Um, you
mhm.
can find me at Jarrod Alsobrooks. Uh, you can also find me on those platforms under SWTO, the my participation with the Tennessee Trucking Association,
Oh,
and then you can, of course, then you can find me on the NTTC page as well, and
yes.
SWTO.com. They you can see my events and videos and stories of past events and what all that I'm involved in daily. So
I
yeah,
love that. I love that. I like your company is an all-star company too.
they
So
are.
a lot of goodness and a lot of great community and leadership there as well. They're innovators. They're innovators,
Yes.
Jared, and
Oh,
I appreciate that.
if
Mm.
I could share one more thing, this would complete my notes.
Yes, do it. Share it, whatever.
So, on my page, I also wrote a quote from the 19th century inventor of the light bulb, Thomas Edison, and
Yeah.
he quoted, "If we all did the things that we are capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves."
Oh my
So
gosh.
don't
That is
don't be
beautiful.
limited by your mind, because your mind will be the first thing to shut you down. So just keep going.
You know what, Jared? My last question was what advice would you have to put in our pockets? And I think that is it.
Yeah,
I think
that's it.
that is it. Jared, you are a champion in and out, a champion as a person, you know that. And
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you and I appreciate you are one of the reasons the drivers in the industry is why I do what I do every day because it is important. Your work is important, supporting you is important, and you keep our world moving. You do.
Yes.
So thank you. I appreciate you.
Well,
Everyone, Jarrod
thank,
Albrooks, thank you
thank
so
you.
much for coming on my show today. Until next time, everyone, be kind, be wise, and be good. Jared, do you want to add anything as we go off air today?
No, just thank you for this opportunity, Gina, and thank you for what you do for this industry as well. Thank you.
You bet. All right,
It's
everyone,
important.
we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.